Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from.
DA Sports coverage of the NFL leads us to a snow-covered Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
And this carries into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. First down gets him a yard to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They fake the give. Newton. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Newton. Going top shelf for Smith. He's got a man. Complete. 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good.
That's the score. Steelers 7, Bears nothing. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
3-yard line.
Here's a quick throw left side to start things out. Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
Complete to Darnell Mooney. Fumble on the play. Recovered by the offense.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete. Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Now Rodgers. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Taken from just outside the 30. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 42-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. 58 for Mike.
Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down.
The 41-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 25-yard line.
It's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
On 1st and 10, Newton going for it all. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. To the air again, Newton. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the 1st at about the 21. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. So on 4th down, the Steelers called on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And Boswell's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
The 25-yard line.
To throw is Newton. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line.
Newton on 3rd down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know,
And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. They'll try to run this one in. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Give to the fullback. This is Watt. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Derek Watt, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Rodgers going to give this one to Montgomery. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
31-yard line.
shotgun now for Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
35 yards that time on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st down, Newton. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Bilal Nichols coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Another try after the 1st down sack. Newton going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he completes it to Cohen. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The end result, 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. 1st down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Back at the 32.
26.
Working from the gun. Rodgers gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
They'll run with Montgomery. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. It'd be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short.
A 2-yard gain brings up 4th and goal at the 1-yard line.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Cole Kmet, his
his second touchdown on the season. And the Bears get a bit closer.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
John Brown set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 2nd and 12, Newton. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. The 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster, 77 yards. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point now by Boswell. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Steelers 24, Bears 6.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. T.J. Watt. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Down. 3rd and 15.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Play action. Now Rodgers. And this will be caught by Mooney. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. That's to his running back, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Rodgers now on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Over the middle, it's complete. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
The 40-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. That's it. Ready?
Watch the slants. Watch the slant.
31's the mic.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe.
Gun.
Don't let him breathe, defense.
31's the mic. It's our time.
Now Newton on first down. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the red zone now, Newton. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Play action, it's Newton. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time. And that takes us from second to third down.
Third down and 10.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Newton throwing again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 30. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead? Not so fast. That pick-6 really changes the complexion, probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now, probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
Trying to run it in with Montgomery. They're going to try and run, but he will not get the 2 points. He stopped up short, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach,
The kickoff for Pittsburgh.
this snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. This will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Third quarter starting with a run from Montgomery. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
Ball carrier.
There on the tackle, Minka Fitzpatrick.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
From the 30 on second down, Rodgers throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. I'll give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
Down, Chicago.
Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep run. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big pickup of 38. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Cole Kmet, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. Here comes Rodgers now as he'll go for the two-point conversion.
Watch the safety creep. Shoot. Watch the shoot. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Yeah. 26. Kill. Turn it up. Check.
Trying to run it in with Montgomery. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
24. Bears 18. John Brown set to kick off.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. A short kick taken at the 18. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Now a first down throw for Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Bears take over.
26-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Open man is Komet, the tight end. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Throwing again on second down. Rodgers. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Stephon Tuitt. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
And it's third down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Rodgers. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Newton. He'll buy some time right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
1st and 10.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Newton. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 33. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
He'd had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Trying to run for it with Snell. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Down and 1.
Focusing on me, we're from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Newton. And no, it's incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Bears will get the football back.
Is a turnover on down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. And his throw here's incomplete. Trying to get it to Tariq Cohen out of the backfield. And now it's 2nd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. That's complete right side to Kmet. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
On play action, Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to 3rd down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Flushed out right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. With this now a chance at the very least to burn some clock following that 4th down stop. Points would be ideal, as they certainly wouldn't mind some breathing room. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. From the 50, Newton. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards that time and a Pittsburgh first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Off play action, Newton. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 17-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the Bears' 17-yard line.
It's a jet sweep. Here comes Claypool with it. And they'll get him down right around the 16. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for Newton. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Vance McDonald, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts.
Chris Boswell.
Boswell for the extra point. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left, and no good.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it.
They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Rodgers will try again on second down. That is caught by Cohen. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Bears.
On play action, it's Rodgers. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers. The left side completion to Jones. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
On play action, now Rodgers. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in.
Rodgers.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 3rd and 19, no problem as they're able to convert. First down, a run with Cohen. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down.
8 yards to go.
Working from the gun. Rodgers. That's complete to Mooney. And oh, he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Steelers.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
They run the counter now on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Now they try the right side here. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Right back to him on first down. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. And this one going to wrap up with Cam Newton going down to a knee.
Today's final score.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Pittsburgh, they continue to rack up the victories.